Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to a webinar by Viva-Mundo. Today we are hosting the brilliant Valencia College who will be, of course, doing a webinar about college in life in Florida. We also have a lovely student who is also going to be sharing her experiences. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, please feel free to now.
Hi, I'm Robert Welch. I'm one of the international managers in international recruitment here at Valencia College.
Hi guys, I am Thanh Bui, a regional recruitment coordinator for Valencia, and I'm based in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
Hi everyone, my name is Uyen and I'm from Vietnam. I am taking associate degree and my major is business. I'm current student at Valencia.
Great, thank you everybody. These are going to be your panelists for the day. Do feel free to ask any questions. Please do throughout the whole webinar. We are here for you. We will be coming back to the questions at the end of the webinar. So do ask a question in the Q&A box at the bottom of the screen. And just a little bit about Viva-Mundo and what we do. We are here to help international students on their road to the next travel destination in their life and study destination in their life. So we have information on visas, travel advice, which universities are good for you considering courses, and that's what we're here to do today. So I'm going to hand you over to the panelists and get this webinar started.
Okay, hello, good morning. I'm going to talk to you today about why Valencia College is the best place to start university in Florida. I know that some of you are probably thinking, well, that's a pretty bold claim, Robert. You know, first of all, you don't even know who I am. I'm an individual. I have my own dreams, my own wants, the things I want to do. How do you know it's going to be the best for me? Well, we have served thousands and thousands of students in the past, and we found that most of them, have some ideal of what they want to get, commonalities, and what they want to get from college. There's some things that all of our students that have come to us have wanted from their experience. It's a big experience, and most of you have thought about what it is that you want from college. I know most people want to be around people that they like, people that will encourage them, that will help them grow in this important stage. They don't want to spend 2 to 4 or 5 years with people who aren't going to get them where they are going to go, who aren't going to make them feel comfortable and welcome. They also want to have amazing experiences both at the college and outside the college. So they want to go to a place where they can have those experiences. They want to have opportunities for their future plans. And of course, they want somewhere that will help them to get them to the future that they've been dreaming about. Someone that will help them get to the next stage of their life. And Valencia College, we found different ways to answer all those wants and needs that students have and meet them where they are in getting them to the futures that they want. So if you don't believe me, here are 5 reasons why Valencia does that the best in Central Florida. Now, there are more than 5 reasons that we actually do it the best. I don't even mention location, which Orlando is great for sun and fun and all these different wonderful experiences that you can have here. Millions of people come here just to enjoy Orlando. So that's not even one of the 5. So if you're ready, here's the first one. We are different. We're different than what you expect from a community college. One thing is we're a lot bigger than you would expect a community college. We're much more like a university than most people expect. Now here we have 8 campuses around the Orlando area. The campuses go between about 6 to 15 buildings. So East and West are our largest campuses, and they each have 15,000 students who attend classes there in the degree program every year. Altogether, we have around 65,000 students attending our degree program. So that makes us as large as many universities that you would expect. And so we're here, you know, we're everywhere. We're here, we're here, we're here, we're here, we're here. You know, this is our student housing, and that's one of the things that you can see at Valencia, is that we do things that other community colleges can't do. Student housing is one of them. Most community colleges don't have student housing. We just opened ours this last year. We have a lot of scholarships for international students that other community colleges aren't going to be available at. We have a much larger engaged community and much more familiarity with the needs of international students than most community colleges. We have connections with industry, places like Disney, Universal Studios. There's Boeing in the area, SpaceX in the area, that other community colleges that don't have. And this allows us to give students a lot more competitive programs than you would expect from community colleges. So some of our courses are very, even if you compare them to four-year universities, they are of higher quality because we're involved in different industries in ways that other even universities and colleges can't be involved with. Because we're so ingrained in the Orlando community and involved in the industries here. So that's one of the reasons, is that we're very different from what you expect from a community college, and that we are larger and more involved in the community than many of them are. Now, number two is we have a great reputation for greatness here. So when people hear of community college, of Valencia College, they think of a award winner for excellence in education. So we've done things like we are the first award winner of the Aspen Award. We are top 10 in the United States. We're in the top 10 for international students in the United States. We have about 1,500 to 1,900 international students at the college in a year. We are winner from SEAMS for our STEM program. We have a cutting edge, innovative, different programs. We have in things like advanced manufacturing, biomedical sciences, things like that we've won awards for. We're fourth in the nation for AA degrees. So we've actually won awards and are well known within the education community for the type of education excellence that we provide to students. And we are connected to industry leaders. So we have more than almost a 20-year relationship with the Walt Disney Company. They last year gave us a grant, $1.5 million, $1.5 million for our hospitality programs here in Orlando. So we can do things with those partners, invite the leaders in, have our professors work with them over the years that other community colleges don't have the advantage of. And that gives us number three, which is we have some astounding programs for students to take part in. One of them is the film production program. We have a $17 million facility at East Campus for sound production and film production. Steven Spielberg has even said that our film production program here at Valencia is one of the best in the United States. And you find that throughout the arts is a surprisingly high quality program and facilities in our programs, whether that is in dance and theater. We have a full scale dance and theater at the East Campus, or in the 2D and digital arts. We have some very high quality professors in there. And a lot of our professors, and you find this in most of our different programs, you'll find that they have industry experience as well as teaching experience that can be very valuable for students to understand what it takes to excel in their particular field. We find that in the film and sound production with people having film or TV experience. There is a TV industry here in Orlando. Disney does a lot of their TV production here, or in things like hospitality and in culinary arts, which is one of the top programs at the school. We are in the heart of international tourism, so we have a lot of opportunity there to reach out to industry leaders and bring that knowledge into our classrooms, into our programs. We have professors who have 10, 20 years of experience in the industry before, and plus that amount of experience in teaching. And that can help students do things like have opportunities to get internships or to really learn about the industry with firsthand knowledge. In our classrooms, we bring in things that actually are helpful for students to understand what it is to be working in those industries. So we have full-scale top of the line kitchens in our programs for culinary arts. And then for things like hospitality and hotel management, we have point of sale simulations that students can use for learning about those. So they really understand the industry from the inside out, not just theoretical. And here in those programs, they have more than 200 hours of internships that are involved in the learning there. Now, those internships is one example of how students can actually do more through our programs to help them learn. Not every program has a involved internship like that, but there are opportunities to learn firsthand of reaching out to industry leaders and having them come in and actually talk to students what it's really like. And throughout the different aspects of Valencia, we do offer a lot of different hands-on knowledge. Now, number 4 is value. Now this is important. Value in education, has several parts. There's the opportunity that you have. It's an investment. What is the return on the investment? And how much is the investment? So many students are wondering, what is this going to cost me? Orlando, of course, is not the most expensive place in the United States, but still, it can be. By going to Valencia before going into a 4-year university, you can save around 50% off tuition. We are designed to make education accessible. So that part of that is making sure people can afford it. So our tuition costs are half. If you're comparing us to somewhere like the University of Washington, we're roughly a third of their price. And still, we try to make it more accessible by offering multiple scholarships from Valencia itself. We're one of the few community colleges that offer direct scholarships. We have about 3 scholarships available from the International Department for international students exclusively. And then there are third-party scholarships that are available to students through places like the Valencia Foundation and the Linkage Institution. So it's very affordable for most of our many students coming from overseas. Now, we still have an average class size of roughly 21 students in a class. So that gives you a lot more individual attention and support. And we try to give that support throughout, both in the classroom and outside the classroom. Coming to the United States can be daunting, especially if you've never been overseas before by yourself. So we try in the classroom and outside the classroom. And keeping the class size smaller helps with that. Now, 5, the future you want. Are we going to help you go where you want to go? And the answer is definitely yes. We have a very strong relationship with the University of Central Florida. We have an agreement with them called UCF Direct, and that means that every single international student who comes to Valencia has a conditional admissions to UCF as long as they graduate from us. There's not a GPA requirement. There's no cutoff for the number of students that come from Valencia to UCF. As long as you graduate, they have offices on our campus, and they'll help you transfer over and start registering for classes. So it's smooth. So once you finish your associate degree with us, very smooth transition over to the University of Central Florida with pretty much guaranteed there. UCF is a great school. They're top ranking ranking for the top school for video game development, top school for cybersecurity and computer science, engineering. They have a great business program. So it's actually, they're the second largest university in the United States. So a great option for students, but they have other options too. They aren't pushed into UCF. It's a great option for our students. 60% of international students go to UCF afterwards, but you have more choices. So you get a lot of support like you would with a pathway program, but you can go to any school in the United States. 10% of our international students go to a top 50 students after university after they leave with us. You can have a guaranteed transfer as long as you meet their transfer requirements to any Florida public university. There are some great ones. The University of Florida is ranked in the top 50 of the United States. Transferring over there is fairly easy. But we have students who go on to MIT, Cornell, places like that as well. As long as they do the work that is necessary, then they can definitely transfer into schools like that. So you have a lot of different options after you get done with the AA here in the United States, in Valencia College. We have a dedicated international student service staff that can help you when you transfer over as well. So you have people at UCF, if you want to transfer to USAF, that will help you. We have here at Valencia, our international student staff can help you as well. Now, that's just 5 of the ways that we are the best choice. Thanh Bui will now go into some other ways that we help students get here and support them from their start to finish. So I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Robert. Okay, so Robert was saying about support, and I would like to mention about a very important department for international students. It is International Student Services that we usually call it ISS. So ISS office is the place where international student community comes together at Valencia College, and we are dedicated in supporting you to make a smooth transition, as well as help you to have a successful time at Valencia. This is one-stop support for any issue that you may have. We are always ready to give you any advising, from the very simple thing like your parking to the more important matter like your insurance. So you will find a personalized assistant in ISS office to help you through the admissions process, or registering for classes, or obtaining a visa, like immigration problems, or international clubs, organization, and social activities. That means every student is assigned a personal advisor. So ISS tries to create a friendly and helpful environment for students to every corner of the world you come. So if you are an international student here at Valencia, you'll find everything you need at the ISS, and the offices are located at 3 main campuses. Okay. And you will be engaged and welcome to the community at Valencia College by 184 clubs to join. And a highlight, it's called Visa, which means Valencia International Student Association. After the class hours, students can choose 10 intramural sports for your relaxation. And I'm excited to share with you that we have dozens of social events every month, like International Day, regional holidays, and local celebrations that help you to feel that this is home, as well as exploring so many cultures from your other schoolmates. All right. Another reason to choose a community college like Valencia for your studies in the US is that applying to college and universities can often to be very challenging. There are a lot of steps, a lot of requirements, and it really presents a barriers to study in the US. And we want to make it easier at community college. So how we help you in every step of the way? First, our admission advisors and regional managers are always there to help to answer all the questions regarding to your applications. We can also resolve the issues that you may have during the process, and we provide our support like helping you with the visa interviews and even after visa interview support, such as following up with the contacts and to complete your online orientation. Second, it's your job. So this is when you apply. So the online application with 35 USD non-refund application fee. So our online application is very simple. And what else you need? An English proficiency if you don't have IELTS or TOEFL. We do have intensive English programs for international students. So you can take an English exam on arrival and study our English programs until you are ready for your college classes. So English requirement for TOEFL and IELTS at Valencia, we ask for 5.5 for IELTS and 50 for TOEFL to directly place into the college. But at this time, we are accepting Duolingo tests with the score from 75. Plus, we need only other 3 required documents. Number 1, official transcript and proof of graduation from all high school or college that you attend. Number 2, the copy of your passport to show that you are able to travel to the US and you are already qualify the US visa. And number 3 is the financial statement. That is the copy of statements demonstrate in sufficient funds for your study. It's 24,000 USD. Okay. And application will be reviewed and processed in 3 to 5 business days. This is fast and I think much easier than universities. And now I want you guys to meet our current student. Her name is Uyen, and she's doing business major at West Campus. She will have some sharing of her own about Valencia experience. Hello, Uyen.
Hello, Miss Tan. Hello, everyone. So my name is Uyen, and I'm from Vietnam. As I said, I'm taking associate degree, and my major is business. I just want to say that Valencia is an important part of my life because studying at Valencia is a great journey for me. I have a lot of experiences here, and all of them are super cool. I feel like I have become more mature and grown up every single day when I study at Valencia. I remember the first semester at Valencia, I took an introduction to humanities class. And after the first day of the class, I feel really stressed because history is something really challenging for me. I am even scared of learning Vietnamese history. So I asked myself, how can I deal with history of another country? And I went to the ISS office to talk with my advisor to figure out what I should do. And my advisor, Mr. William, encouraged me to believe in myself. And he said that history is a hard subject for everyone. So of course, it's also hard for foreigners, not only me. And he persuaded me to still give that class instead of giving up and taking another class. And thanks to his advice, I decided to challenge myself at least for this time. And I came to talk with my humanity professor, Miss Juliet, and I asked her like, I'm new here. This is my first semester in the US, and everything is so new to me. So can you tell me what I can do to succeed in this class? And she's a nice professor. I really miss her. She told me to come to her office whenever I have any questions or concerns. Um, and she's always willing to help me. And she felt really happy because she can help me to explore and learn more about Western civilization. And with her help and support, I got a great result at the end of the semester. I got an A in humanity, which is a surprise for me. Uh, and another experience that I believe that I will never forget is when I joined Visa Club, which is a club that Miss Tan also mentioned. For those who don't know about this club, Visa is a club for international students on West Campus. I could say that I used to be a very introvert person and hardly start conversation with strangers. And when I came to the US, I had no friends. Of course, my family is still in Vietnam, so I feel really alone. That's why I decided to do an unusual thing that I hardly did before. I got out of my comfort zone to join the Visa Club, and all the experiences with Visa are amazing and out of my expectation. I not only have a lot of new friends, but I also have a chance to explore a lot of other cultures around the world. And I have a chance to know if they have any common things with Vietnam and what are the differences between my country and other nations. So I don't feel alone anymore because I have a lot of friends and support. After 1 year being a member of Visa, I have now become a secretary of this amazing club with a hope to bring a wonderful experience to other Valencia students. Okay, last thing, I know many students are worried about studying online, but I could say that it's not as terrible as you think because Valencia staff are always there and by your side. Valencia offers services like writing center, tutoring center, where students can get help. And all of them are available online and free. So if you become Valencia student, you will have a great support from them. I believe so. I think Valencia gave me a feeling that I have a second family here in the US because Valencia staff are always willing to help and support the students. So I never regret to study at Valencia. Yeah, that is what I would like to say.
Okay, thank you very much, Win.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for all of your insights into Valencia College and how this could be a great opportunity for any students that are looking to study in the USA. Now, we do have a few questions from the previous registration form, so I'm going to kickstart off the Q&A session. So the first question is, what are the restrictions in the USA at the moment, and how would I get help with my visa?
Okay, so I think Tan mentioned that the students are when they complete the online application, they get a admission counselor who works with them. So that counselor is available to also answer questions about the suggestions on the visa process. We also offer support in the way of mock visa interviews to help those. So questions on the application and some questions on the visa process, the counselors can assist with. Now, right now, the restrictions are very specific to the country often, but also they're changing right quite often. So I can't give you specific answers on what the current ones, because I don't know when you'll be watching this, because it may change by then. But the best option is, if your questions at the time of application, then to do the online application or contact one of the um, the application admissions counselors and ask them for information at the time of application. So they're the best resource to talk with about that. Win, do you have any experience with that from when you did the application?
So with applications, I remember that I don't know where to start. That is the common concern of a lot of students. So just basically email ICSS and ask them for the process. Yeah. And they will help me to through all the steps that I need, like submit the documents or proficiency, like English proficiency or something like that.
Okay, thank you. The next question is from another attendee. Could you please put up the screen, if you did have one, of the fees for the college? Or does that apply to only the, depending on when they start?
Actually, we have not changed our tuition fees in the last 5 years. So it's, if you apply next year, most likely it's going to be the same for tuition fees. The insurance does change occasionally, for unfortunately, but it does not vary very much. Usually within 1 to 2% of the insurance cost, it will change. The living costs varies. So sometimes because of inflation. That is just we survey our students and they tell us how much it costs them to live in Orlando, rent, food, things like that. So that may go up based on inflation over the years. So the estimated cost of living may go up. The mandatory insurance may go up, but tuition is pretty stable.
Okay, thank you. And do you guys offer any scholarships?
Yes, there are 3 right now directly through the school. One is for new students who are coming in. They're called the Global Achiever Scholarships. The one for new students, you have to have a B average during high school. You have to have fill out the application form and essays. You have to be an admitted student and you have to be first time in college. Now we have another one just for students who are transferring from another college. That one, you have to have a 2.5 average in your GPA in your college career. And then you need to also fill out the application that's online for that one. And the last one is for students who are using our IEP to degree bridge program. So we have an intensive English program here. If you join that before joining the degree program, there is a pathway for you to use that for your English proficiency requirements. And then you complete 4 months there in the IEP, and then transfer into the degree program, and then there's a scholarship available for those students. There are additional scholarships from third-party organizations. One of them is the Valencia Foundation, which they have an online application that covers all of the different scholarships. And there is the Linkage Foundations, which support different regions and provide scholarships, tuition waiver for students from those regions.
Awesome. And you mentioned about accommodation previously. Does the university, well, the college, help out with any type of accommodation?
So for students, there is a application and information available at in the college for the student housing. It's at our downtown campus. The advisors are happy to advise on filling out the application form and what that that entails. There are then the other campuses, because we do have 8 campuses. Most students want to be housed near their campus, so they don't have. There is advice on how to get private third-party accommodations for those campuses. So we provide information about where the different private apartments that are available, where international students often go to that they are favorable to. And then there is a international students Facebook page where roommates are often found. Uyen, what is your experience with housing so far? Maybe your experience can help them.
Actually, our housing is what my biggest concern before I travel to the US. The thing that Valencia has a group for international student in Valencia, and I joined the group, and there have many people and students in Valencia that share room, and they take a list. So I went there and find a room for myself. I also know that downtown also has a housing option for students, but I didn't have the opportunities to apply for that, so I don't know about that. But I think finding apartment or a room near Valencia is not that hard because we have a group for that.
Okay, cool. And then actually a question for you. How obviously pre-pandemic and when you were physically in America, how was the social life?
Yes, sorry.
How was the social life with amongst students on campus?
I mean, even though that I'm in Vietnam right now, but I think it's not too hard to interact with my professor or to study, because the tip for myself is that I don't have to stay to email or ask my professor anytime that I have the problem. So when I ask them, they always reply really fast. So I don't get any problem to interact or studying online. That is my experience.
Okay, well that's the end of the questions from what I see.
Can I add something on to the last question?
Yeah.
Because I actually did, as an American, did the pathway that many of the international students do. I went to community college first for 2 years and got the associates, and then went on to a university. And one of the things that surprised me about Valencia College is that it was very different in students' interactions on campus. The community college I went to, and also the university, most of the American students, they go on campus, get their classes done, and then leave. So between classes, often the campus is completely empty. And when I came here, I was surprised how many students were on campus when they weren't in class. That the student lounges actually had students in them. When you're here, they're actually staying in the student lounges, and they're actually participating in clubs. Even at the university level, I didn't see that, because most students, American students, especially going to community college or to public university locally, they have jobs. Often they have families, and so they go on campus and they don't have time to interact and socialize. But here at Valencia, you actually had students who were involved in things directly outside of the classes. That we had international students coming in and joining in the International Day. These pictures over here, this is our international days. Those are students volunteering and coming in when they don't have classes to share their cultures. And we have, in all the different events, the students will be involved in them. And you'll have, hundreds of students going in through the events, which is actually fairly rare at that. So social life and the intramural games that they have, they actually have teams that go and play there just for fun. And then club purchases. It's actually quite rare. And so it is something special about Valencia Community College. As someone who went somewhere else, it's a noticeable difference. So I just want to share that experience that I have of going to somewhere else first and then coming here to Valencia and seeing that it's completely different, that there is a lot of involvement, and that's really valuable for our international students, because it's a doorway for them to get to know other students and experience the local culture in a way that makes it easier for them to reach out for that, which can be a little bit daunting at other schools. So just wanted to share that.
No, that's great, and I really hope, post-pandemic, that we can get back to socializing and in person again, because it's a great thing. From my own experiences at university and colleges, I can say the same.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you.
All right. Well, are there any last words you would like to add, anybody?
Dan, can you add a little bit more about what you do there in Ho Chi Minh Ho Chi Minh City? Just let them know that you're available. You're actually in the country. Oh, don't forget. Yeah, okay.
All right. So 3 years ago, Valencia has had an office in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So I'm the one from Vietnam and work for Valencia until now. So actually, I'm here to support students, mostly from Vietnam. So we have many provinces that have students to study in Valencia. So I'm the one who answer all the concern or questions that they had, and I'm the one who support them to complete their application process. And I'm also here to support them if they have any concern or they want to have my help for their visa interview. So that's what I can help here in Vietnam. So every student, if you are from Vietnam, especially from Ho Chi Minh, you can come to my office. We have my office in District 1. And so you can come here, we can have meeting in person, and I will have help and support you in anything you need. Yeah.
And also, if you're in Asia and you want to talk to someone or need support in your own time zone, she also can help you too. She's happy.
Yeah.
She's very helpful. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, that's great, and thank you so much for everything today. Do you have a slide of where students can get in touch?
Not on this presentation, unfortunately.
Okay, all right. Well, what they can do is they can obviously let us know through the registration page as well. So if you do have any questions, let us know, and I'm sure you can get in touch.
Yeah, and our contact information can be found on our international student website. So if they go to this link, they can learn about the application process, but they also can find our contact there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys so much for a brilliant presentation. Thank you for attending. And please do check out viva-mundo.com and sign up to our newsletter. Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.